Hi, it's Foxy Delo, and I'm back with part 3 and I believe the final of this start to finish journal. What I did without you was I went ahead and inked that up. So now these can go, this one, these can go in the pockets. So, okay, and I put on one of the hearts, and I was going to do the other heart on the ends of the stitch with you. Okay. So all I do is I cut around the little stamped hearts, which, I mean, it's yellow on yellow, so you can see in person, but I doubt you can see that on camera. But anyway, so I put the glue on both hearts. Make sure I get them nice and glued. And I place the little thread there, and I sandwich it in. Try to get it right in the center. Oh, I hope I'm on camera. It's a little fiddly, but maybe then I press it first with my fingers, and then I take it to a flat surface and use my bone folder on either side of the thread and on top. Make sure it's well sealed. Like that. Okay. And that's the little dangly hearts. Okay, so next, let's put the trim on the edges of the page. I've cut each of these little pieces of lace, 6 in total, and I'm just gonna figure out where I want to place each one. So, let's see, I think I'll put one on this page. I think I'll go with this brown. I want it to stick off a little. I'm just going to take my handy dandy Scotch Create glue stick, and I don't think there's a right and wrong to this fabric, and I'm just going to kind of lightly scrub the glue into the lace. Try not to press too hard because I don't want it to, you know, come through the holes too much. But I want to make sure it's pretty coated on the one side, so it stays well. Okay. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to lay it on down. Sometimes it's easier with the bone folder than your fingers because the glue doesn't stick as easily to the bone folder. Okay. That's pretty well done. Okay, I'm just going to trim off the little excess on this edge. That's the first little bit of trim. Okay. I'm gonna count about 4 pages and then put the next one on. I'm gonna put this little thin lace right here. Yeah, I think that'll be cute. Okay, and same thing. Make sure I'm recording. Yes, yes I am. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay. Just right there on the edge. Sticking over it. Whoa, goodness. That's what happens when your fingers get sticky. Okay. Push that down. Alright, this is kind of, oh. Okay. And I'll check that one again in a little bit. It might need some more glue in the center. Yeah, it needs some more glue in the center here. And peel that back. Yeah, just peel it off. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull my glue book over. And I'm going to kind of dab it in there. Hopefully this won't get everything sticky. Okay. But it'll have enough. Much better. Okay. That's actually sticking now. Press it down lightly at first and really scrub it on there. Yeah. Okay. That one's a little more, this lace is a little more kind of plasticky or something. So it takes more doing. Okay. I'm going to count around 4 more pages again. Let's see. I think I'll put this pink one on here. Yep. Okay. I'm sure this is riveting. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna just pause the video and go ahead and put the rest of these on and then come back. But you see the process. And you see some of the mess ups that can happen. Just right on the edge, right there. Yep. Also doing it this way every once in a while, I have to clean that off. Sure. That's, after it dries, it'll be on there really nicely. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and put the last 3 pieces on, and I'll be right. Okay, so I finished gluing on the lace on the side, so now I'm just gonna go through and trim them. Trim them all off the edges. Glue still not quite dry because I just came right back on after finishing them. But it'll dry during the next section. That does mean all the lace is sticking to my scissors. Okay. So that one I did, and this one. Trim a little bit off the, oh, this one's glue is still very sticky. Okay. I was having trouble with the other one, so I really glued this one down for sure. But that does mean that it's going to take a little longer for the glue stick to dry. Okay. But not enough to actually stick to the other pages, so it's fine. Okay, so oh, that one stuck out quite a bit, but that'll be okay. It'll squish down. Okay, our next step. I think I've said okay enough times now. I'm going to put a little eyelet right there. I'm going to do yellow. Okay, so first I'm going to put a hole. See how well I can center. I'll go this way. And I'm just going through the one that goes through the front. The one layer, I mean. Okay. I have to stand up to try to get this nearly even. Okay. Go far enough in. Alright. Press this little eyelet right here. I have the most trouble getting these things lined up. Okay, let's see if that did it. Now it's good. So I'm done with that tool. Okay. Let's put this back in. Make sure it's gonna miss the tab. And it is right there. Okay, now we get to use our fun crinkly seam binding. Okay, and I'm gonna measure it out kind of just by eyeing it. I'm gonna wrap it around this way, and I need to have like a little bit of a dangle. That's a little bit too much. Okay. Fingers are still sticky from gluing on the lace. That's not helping. It's still a little long. Just a bunch of guesswork. Okay. I'm so fumbly. Okay, that looks pretty good because I'm gonna have a knot here and a knot around my key. So now I'm just gonna pull this kind of tight and cut it off. So make sure I have enough. Okay, I'm done with this. Okay, and now I center it. Oh, got so much glue on me. Glue and distress ink. I'll take the center, fold it over a couple times. Go through the little eyelet, open it up and take the tails through and pull it tight. And this is going to be our closure. Okay, now we just have to figure out where the key needs to be tied on. Small enough to pass through the key. Okay. And you see how much nicer that is when once the closure is on it, it keeps it all flat and nice for when you're not using it, but then it's still able to pop open when you go to use it. Okay. Just gonna. Okay. So since I have the key where I think it needs to be, I'm just gonna take it and tie a knot right there, like that. Now let's see if it works. We can always, if it gets larger than this, the key can always be untied and placed a little bit further down the ribbon. And I like to pull my tails through. My tails are a little long, but I think I'll leave it anyway. And there we go. So that was start to finish. Yeah, I do believe we are done. Okay, I'm going to do a little flip through, or at least show you the three that I've made. You know, the one we did on screen, and then here's the other two that I had done beforehand to make sure I knew what I wanted to do with these. So the one we just made was Hope, and that's how I'll have it listed on Etsy. Yeah, so we know what this one looks like. And here's the little journaling card. We have the lace, little ruffles, and as you see, it's on there. Yeah, so that lace isn't going anywhere with, you know, normal use. Another little journaling card. And we have our two the tabs. Yeah. So I don't need to show you this one. We've done this one together. So there's hope. And now here's love. And just little hearts there. And that's what it looks like. So on the inside of this one I did napkin and some tissue paper. And it's the, you know, the little tuck spot with a little journaling card. We have some scrapbook paper with lace edges, 6 pieces. We have the same little bee journaling paper, and there's another piece of the scrapbook paper on this pretty scrapbook paper. Yeah, so it's a really pretty writing journal. And this with this pretty bird. And on the back of these I have some lined paper for journaling. Yeah. Oh, and the 2 journaling cards. And they slip in and out pretty easily. Oh, I do hope I'm on screen. See? Yeah, that was okay. Okay. Make sure I'm getting it in the pocket. And there we go. So that's love. And just to close it up, you just take the key and there we go. And now here's peace. Here's pieces key. And the little hearts. And that's how the cover looks. And on the inside of this one, we have some journaling card, little tuck spot, lined paper. This is napkin, done with a napkin. Pretty butterflies. Oh, and I'll go ahead and show you this one. This is also pretty butterfly, lined paper. So we have some scrapbook paper, that bee journaling paper, some coffee dyed color copy paper. This is some little lined, like boxed paper that I thought was pretty cute. And it went with the color scheme. So I added that in here. Coffee dyed paper. The other end of that bee paper. Some scrapbook paper. And again, we have the lace edges. Yeah. And there's a pink rose I stamped. Yeah. And the journaling cards, the tab journaling cards. That's the front one. Okay. And the back one. There we go. And the back. And the front. And close it up. Just wrap the key around. Pull the little tails if you want. And there we go. Which I don't think I showed you the back paper on this one. It's this really pretty rose paper. So yeah, so we have peace, love, and hope. And they'll be in my Etsy pretty soon as this video goes up. I hope you, will go and check them out. and help support my art. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.